it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Well, there you go, Charles. The first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top row, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. play action. They'll throw. Rolling to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now Hall to start the drive. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second and 1, Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Back to the ground with Hall. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 26 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Pass the 60.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right there, hurt. 19-5, 19.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hey, check that, street.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Patterson now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. They got spine, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
After the sack on first down, Wilson flushed out right. He's got the connection to Moore.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Got a man, it's McBride complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Wilson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
7 yards there and a 1st down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
19 right.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cards are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson from 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Flush to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
2nd and 14. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
They go play action with Wilson.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Here we go. 22, Jeff Barber, 22.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cards are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Arizona, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.
I'm Gonzo, got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now, next. Why you dare look in the best? Feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm Gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against our bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. Then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the f is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play it. Score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's in coming out your pockets. My fruity and slick. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girls let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. to tonight. Just don't care. Playing games, girl. Bring your downstairs.
White Trippin'. I think I left something in the house.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end.